What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio. Today we're going to be playing Age of Sigmar. Michael, tell me what the matchup is today.
We're playing Stormcast Eternals, the Bunker Buster list that we just played last week, and we're resetting that and we're taking it into a Tzeentch army. They haven't been on the channel in a while, so we're going to see what these guys, and they're top dogs right now, so it's excited to get them back out.
Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. They kind of do all of the things as far as scoring secondaries, grand strategies, and they have summoning, lots of magic. It's going to be awesome. Big shout out to Baron of Dice, who supplies all of the beautiful resin dice that we use on this channel and these awesome objective markers that work both in 40K and AOS. There's a link with the promo code down below. And also, huge shout out to Grey Matter Games for sending us 5 new battle mats. We're going to be using the City battle mat again today. There's going to be a promo code down below and a link to his channel or his website as well.
If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. Comment, like, share, subscribe, all the good things down below. We have big goals to hit 10,000 subscribers this year, and we have so many new subscribers, so thank you all for joining and being with us. Really big deal. Shout out to all of our members that help support our channel. We appreciate you guys so much. You really help support us and make this channel viable. If you're interested in the membership service, there's a link down below. It has, some good perks, and the biggest perk, extra battle reports.
Absolutely, and I just want to take a second to say thank you so much to all of the new members. We're up to 61 members right now, which is phenomenal, amazing. We have 3 commanders, huge shout out to them. That is a really nice thing for you to do to help with the channel, and it just keeps growing. So we want to get to 100 members, so please check that out. It really helps us keep this channel going. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the armies.
Let's do it. Taking a look at the Stormcast Eternals today, I'm going to be running the Hammers of Sigmar. You guys know this gives that 6-up ward as long as we're within 12 of an objective, which this army desperately needs because it's so elite. Let's take a look at the general today. It's going to be the Lord Celestant on the Star Drake. He's going to be the Master of Magic. He's going to have the Arcane Tome, so he's a wizard. And then his mount trait's going to be Celestial Instincts for fallback and charge. And then he's going to know Celestial Blades for a +1 to wound spell. We have the Celestant Prime. He's going to be up in reserves, thinking about things, getting more attacks, and then hopefully he's going to be coming down and smashing everything up with his great big hammer. We have our ally, the Slann Starmaster. He's a triple caster. He's going to be getting a + to cast because of the Star Drake, and then he has a Dispel anywhere on the board, super helpful. We have the Everblaze Comet, huge range on the Everblaze Comet. Can drop down, and then it has a 10-inch bubble of exploding mortals into the army. We have 2 units of Sequitors with 3 Great Maces. Like Sequitors, they have a 4-up save, and then when in combat, they can also get a 5-up ward. We have 1 unit of reinforced Dracothian Guard Concussors with those big hammers. 6s do mortals with the hammers. And then we have a unit of Vanguard Hunters. They have their little bolt pistols and their little swords, but they have a teleport, so they're going to be running around, snagging objectives, beating screens. These are the beautiful square-sided Stormcast Eternal dice that we're going to be rolling today. And that is the list. Let's take a look at what David's bringing.
All right, let's take a look at the Disciples of Tzeentch army today. I am going to be running Host's Arcanum, so in the 1st, 3rd, and 5th battle rounds, I can auto-unbind a spell. I have Destiny dice that I can use to change roles throughout the course of the game. My general is going to be an Ogroi Thaumaturge. He has Arcane Sacrifice for +9 inches to his spell casting. He has Arcane Tome for 1 extra spell cast, and he is going to be knowing Bolt of Tzeentch. Up next, I have Karos Fateweaver. He is a triple caster. He has Beacon of Sorcery, which is a +1 to cast, dispel, and unbind for units that are within 18. And he also can give me 1 extra Destiny dice in each of my hero phases. Then I've got a Flux Master. The Flux Master has a spell that does mortal wounds and also helps me generate fate points. He's very fast, and he's a demon. I've got a Burning Sigil of Tzeentch. This does mortal wounds on a 4-up to everything that finishes a move within 9 inches of it, and it can turn things into spawns. I've got an Umbral Spell Portal. This helps me get some of my spell casting across the battlefield, which is hopefully going to help me do some extra damage throughout the course of the game. I've got 2 units of Pink Horrors. 10-man units with split and split again ability, so that's 50 wounds per unit, and that banner allows me to get extra fate points in my hero phase. I've got 3 units of the Arcanites. There are 2 units of 10, 1 unit of 20. They are wizards. They have shooting and fair melee output. Here are the dice I'm using today. The little stack is my Destiny dice, and the big stack are the dice we're going to be rolling on camera. So there you have it, Hosts Arcanum. Let's take a look at the mission. Before we take a look at the battle plan, big shout out to all the fine folks on this wall. These are lords and commanders in our membership service, and they're helping us keep this channel going and growing. So today we're going to be playing the Nidus Pass. This is a 4 objective battle. There are 2 different Nidus Paths that are kitty corner from each other on the battlefield. If you finish a move wholly within 6 of this Nidus Path, you can pop out the other side, more than 9 from enemy units. So that's pretty interesting and fun. We're going to be scoring hold 1, 2 more. We're going to be scoring battle tactics and grand strategies. My grand strategy is Master of Destiny. I take a look at my Destiny dice pool at the end of the game, and if it equals 9 or more, I complete it. Michael, what's your grand strategy, buddy?
Take what's theirs. I have to have more in your deployment at the end than you do.
All right. Oldie but goodie. Let's see who has initiative.
We are here at the top of battle round 1. We are about to get into it. I had less drops than David.
Yep.
So I'm going to make him go first. Feel like that's the wise move. I was tempted to try and go first. But
tried to bend his will into taking the turn, but he's given it to me.
Yeah, I've deployed very cagey, and surprisingly, like David's deployed very aggressively.
He's like, what? Why are you so close to the line? Mainly, you were trying to stay outside of my spell casting. Which
Right.
You did a pretty good job. You're basically only going to let me hit screens with magic. But I feel like I got to deal with the screens anyway, so we might as well get started. A couple pre-battle things for Disciples of Tzeentch. I did my Destiny dice, 3 2s, 2 3s, a 4, a 5, and 2 6s. And remember, I've got to hold on to enough of these to equal 9 so I can get my grand strategy by the end of the game. I do have Karos Fateweaver that's going to allow me to get 1 extra Destiny dice per hero phase if I have less than 9, so it's not going to work in the first turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to make sure that I use at least 1 Destiny dice this turn, so in my next hero phase, I can do that. Also, I dropped the Burning Sigil of Tzeentch, wholly within 18 of Karos Fateweaver right here, which just happens to be inside of 9 of the Secretors, so it'll be able to proc, maybe, depending on what happens with spellcasting.
Oh, that could bring out Spawny, my good friend.
I love Spawny. We love Spawny. But I'm thinking that that unit might be mostly gone by the time hero phase is over.
Probably.
So we'll see. It's just over there basically as a deterrent for other units to go over there moving forward. So that's it. You know the pre-battle stuff. You've seen the armies. You know what we're going to do. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to win this? Is it going to be Michael's Stormcast Bunker Buster list, or is it going to be the Disciples of Tzeentch that haven't been on the channel in many moons?
Right.
All right, let's go ahead and get in my turn. For my battle tactic, I'm going to do Desecrate Their Lands, and I'm going to pick this terrain feature right here. For my heroic action, I'm going to try to get a command point. Let's try to get it with Mr. Fateweaver. He doesn't.
My general, let's see if he can get a command point. He does.
Nice. Now, we are going to try to generate some fate points with the banners on both of our pink horrors. 3 up, we get 1 fate point. All right, now we're going to get into spell casting, and there's a lot of it. First, we're going to do the 20-man Carrick Acolytes unit. They're +2 to their cast because of their scroll, and then because of the Beacon of Sorcery. It's cast on a 6, so I need a 4 on dice. If it goes off, I'm +1 to the rend of my missile weapons. That's an 8.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try and deny with the general. He's Master of Magic, so we'll do his reroll. You got it.
Okay, so 2 fate points, and they are + to the rend of their weapons. Let's do this. I'm going to use Arcane Sacrifice, and I am going to do a Mortal Wound to that pink horror unit right next to it.
Okay.
Let's see if they shrug it. They don't. So one of those is going to turn into 2 blue horrors. What this does is it adds 9 inches to the range of my spell casting, and we're going to go ahead and cast some spells. Okay, let's cast with the Ogroid Thaumaturge. He is going to do Bolt of Tzeentch, and he's going to try to cast it on this unit right here.
Okay.
Okay, +1. It's a 12.
Goodness. Go ahead.
Would you like to unbind with the Salon?
No, I have 3 unbinds, but I'm not going to roll against a 12.
Okay, D6 mortal wounds into them for 6.
Oh, no.
It's a good start, boys.
It's a good start. 6s. 3 go down.
Okay. We've done some very in-depth measuring, and I'm still within 27 inches, so I'm going to continue firing into this unit with some magic. The next one is Choking Tendrils. It's the same thing with a different name.
Sure.
It's on his War Scroll. That goes off with a 10.
We'll try that one.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay. Another d6 mortal wounds.
Holy
6.
Lord.
We're spiking, boys. We're spiking.
I saved one of them, so they're all gone.
Okay. Call for aid, good sir.
Yeah, we might as well already.
Okay, Michael has done
Call for aid.
call for aid, and he was really smart. He put all 5 of them around the terrain that I'm trying to get that thing with. Desecrate their lands,
Yeah.
yes. Good play, good sir.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and continue casting. I am now going to cast Gestalt Sorcery with these other 2 units just to get some fate points.
Okay.
They're +2. The first one goes off on an 8. Would you like to unbind?
Nope.
Okay. And then the unit in the back, that one goes off on a 9.
Cool.
Okay. So we're up to 6 fate points. I'm going to cast Mystic Shield on the Carrick Acolytes. That's a 5.
Ooh. Here it comes.
Okay.
Oh,
Unbound.
Unbound.
Okay. No Mystic Shield for me. So you've got one more? Okay. Well, Umbral Spell Portal. On a 7. Unbound. Okay. And we're going to do, let's do Arcane Bolt with him. That one goes off on an 11.
Was that from the Fate Weaver?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I'm going to call out Unchecked Mutation, but it's not going to matter because it can't hit anything, but I just want another fate point. 6 doesn't go off. Okay, well, that was pretty good. We're up to 7 fate points. I think that is it, so we can go ahead and get into movement.
David, you've completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
I walked forward with the pink horrors. The Carrick Acolytes also walked forward. They purposely are within 9 inches of the burning sigil. And then Karos is hiding behind all of the screens, getting ready to clap back if anything comes his way. The Ogoroi Thermiturs is on the outside of the flank. He's a Galatian champion, so he can't be targeted by missile weapons. Over here, Carrick Acolytes moved over to this terrain feature. I'm trying to make sure that Desecrate Their Lands doesn't happen in Michael's turn. These guys did the same thing, and then this gentleman right here moved his 16, and he's 43 inches away from the Stardrake, so he can't be targeted for shooting. And then the Screamers rolled a 6 to run, moved 22 inches over onto that point, and the pink horrors are holding it down. So let's go ahead and get set up on the Burning Sigil, and we will see if we do some damage. All right, we're looking at the Burning Sigil. Let's see if the Sequitors take damage first on a 4-up. That's a cocked dice. Okay,
Hey.
they take D3 for 1.
It was a 5.
Okay, 1 mortal wound for you.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna do it on my Acolytes. They take
Okay.
1. I
One.
got a 6-up ward. Please don't roll a 6. Okay, so 1's gonna die, and I'm gonna bring a Chaos Spawn in. Do you guys remember Spawny? Spawny's back. He's gonna come into the Carrick Acolytes unit within 3 of the slain model. Spawny has come in right there. The slain model is gone, and he is like a little bodyguard for my general now. Let's go ahead and get lined up for shooting. I'm gonna start with the pink horrors.
Since they're going to get shot at from a bunch of things, we're just going to all-out defense right now.
Okay, sounds good. I am not going to all-out attack with this. I am just going to shoot the magical flames. It's 5s and 4s.
Yep.
No rend. Seven whole hits.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2 wounds.
3s. Good to go.
Okay, GTG. Let's get lined up on the Acolytes. Okay, I'm gonna shoot with the Carrick Acolytes Sorceress Bolts. They're all in range. There's 19 of them. I'm going to do an all-out attack. So I'm down to 1 command point, and it's gonna be 3s and 3s. Come on, boys, you gotta do better than that. Seven at -1.
3, 6, 7, 4-up saves. I failed 2, 4, 5. And then let's take 6s. Failed them all. So take 5 damage. So wounded guy and then 2 more.
All right, so I'm not going to do any charges, Michael. That is going to be the end of my turn. So let's go ahead and get on the hero cam and score me up.
Okay. David has completed his turn. How'd you score?
I scored 3 points. I abandoned my battle tactic because Michael used call for aid and put 5 dudes on this. I could have been aggressive and tried to get it, but I opened him up for an eye when I killed that unit. I didn't really want to just feed him a couple of my units, so I decided to just make sure I'm holding objectives. So I scored 3 points.
Right.
Rolled 1, 2 more. Did not complete my battle tactic, so now we're going to get into Michael's turn. And Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic, buddy?
I am going to try eye for an eye. I don't like it because I don't want to shoot a spawn.
Right.
But I'm going to shoot a spawn because I can see him through the door. I'm going to try and pick on that little guy.
Yeah, all according to plan.
With like, how many wounds is he again? He's like five wounds?
5 wounds.
And a 5-up save.
Yeah.
He should go down fairly easily.
Wet noodle.
Because I'm going to struggle to take points right now.
Yeah.
David was more aggressive than I actually anticipated him being. So let's do some heroic actions.
Okay.
I'm going to get a command point. Let's get a command point with my general. He does.
Okay. I'm going to try to get a command point with the Tzeentch. No. So that brings me up to 2, and then you get to roll 2 dice for the Slan to see if you get more on 4-ups.
Oh.
You get another one.
Cool. We're going to rally the Sequitors.
Okay.
Let's do it with the one that he just got.
Okay.
I get 1 Sequitor back. We're not going to take that point, but we're going to try.
The Sequitor's like, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try to do some casting.
Okay.
I don't anticipate my cast going off, but we're going to try.
Okay.
Comet's Call from Slan.
Okay.
It's an 8.
I don't think I can unbind that.
It's a 7, 8, 9.
9?
It's
Okay.
9.
Okay, I've got him with the Carrick Acolytes and they're +2.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. Unbound.
7, 8, 9,
No,
not unbound.
it goes off. Okay, you don't get D6 though because you didn't roll a 10+. I'm gonna give myself a fate point.
I get D3, so D, or 3.
D3, so D.
D.
Okay, 3 units are
3
gonna take
units.
D3 mortal wounds.
And they have to be 3 separate units. So let's pick the Spawn,
Okay,
your General,
okay,
and Mr. Karos Fight Weaver.
okay, sounds good. On the Slan.
Spawn.
On the Spawn, from the Slan.
2 mortals.
Okay,
Your General, 3 mortals.
okay.
And Mr. Fate Weaver, 2 mortals. Let's put a Mystic Shield on the General from the Slan. Goes off on a 9, 11.
Okay. No other unbinds, so Mystic Shield on the General.
Okay.
On him anyway. I've got unbinds on the General. So he's got that. We're up to 9 fate points. Okay.
The Slan can't cast anymore. He doesn't know anything else. And I can't unbind this in turn 1, so it stays on the table. Now, we're going to try and bring out the Everblaze Comet. We're only at a +1. Here we go. Big roll. 11.
Okay. I'm going to use the Thermitors to do my once per battle auto unbind.
No!
And the Comet will stay up in the air where it belongs. It flew past Earth or the realms, and it's going to circle back around next turn. Okay. Any other casting?
Casting is complete. We can get into movement.
We'll be right back. Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did starting with these crazy Sequitors.
They're sending it.
Yep.
Yep. I realized a couple things on eye for an eye, so even if he tries to turn one into a spawn successfully, I might be able to just punch that spawn in the face. And then I need to get on the point. I need to start pushing him in. I don't want him to come too far into me. My Sequitors built a screen for my General, and then the Concussors moved just in case we can double next turn. We might be able to actually get into something. My General is standing on the point, and he's going to shoot through the window. And then the Slan and his bodyguards are hanging out in the back.
All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and get set up for shooting. Okay, before we shoot, let's proc the Burning Sigil. Let's go into the Sequitors first. They take 3 mortal wounds.
Uh-oh. 1 mortal wound.
Okay, sounds good. And then into my guys, they take 2 mortal wounds. Spawn factory continues. We're going to drop another spawn. Okay, down on the very bottom right, you can see that I've brought in another spawn with the Burning Sigil of Tzeentch. Outside of 3 of the dude that died, and we're looking at the Star Drake on the other side of the battlefield. He's going to go ahead and shoot.
And of course, we're going to all-out attack, so we're 2s and 2s here.
Okay, I'm not going to all-out defense. folks, because I still don't have a save.
Here we go. Drop 1. All right, so that's 3.
Poof!
6 damage. Battle tactic complete.
Yeah. All right, Michael has decided to not charge. There's not really a good reason to charge into my whole army, so that's going to be it. We'll go ahead and get onto the hero cam and score him up. All right, we're back for Michael's turn. It was everything he could do in a turn. How many points?
3 points. Hold 1. Battle tactic complete, so that's 3 points.
Yep, so the score is currently 3-3.
Yep.
Pretty good start. So now we're going to get into the roll-off. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Michael was nice enough to give me the first turn, so I break ties.
Oh.
Okay, well, Tzeentch is going to keep doing its thing, so we'll be back for the top of Battle Round 2, Disciples.
Here we are, top of Battle Round 2, Disciples of Tzeentch are taking the turn. David, what's your battle tactic?
Eye for an eye.
Makes sense.
I'm going to kill some sequitors.
Sure.
Or something else. I'm going to kill something. So let's go ahead and get into my my heroic action.
Yeah.
My heroic action is going to be to get a command point.
Seems good.
I get it. I'm going to give it to my general.
Let's get a command point with my general. He does not. Let's go ahead and try and dispel your endless spell.
Okay. It's a 5, so you need a 6 before your modifiers. You're +1 with the slot.
Yep.
Assuming that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm going to do it this one. Oh.
Goodbye on a 12.
I'm also considering if I want to spend one of my 3 command points for a rally. Pass. You're going to die to magic, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get into glorious casting. I'm going to do Arcane Sacrifice, and I'm going to do a Mortal Wound to the Carrick Acolytes.
Okay.
They don't shrug it, so 1 dies. And now he's +9 to his range for casting. And then let's start with getting fate points with the banners on the pink cores on 3-ups. 1 more, so that brings me up to 10. Okay, so we're going to cast Gestalt Sorcery over here. Goes off on a 7.
Go ahead.
Okay. We're going to cast Gestalt Sorcery over there. Goes off on a 7.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I got to save it for damage output spells. Even though they're probably going to be higher,
They are going to be high cast values, but
I still need to save it.
okay. Let's cast Gestalt Sorcery with the Blob. That one goes off on an 8.
Go ahead. You can have the rend.
Okay. It's 13 fate points. Kairos has an ability to get a new fate dice.
Sure.
It's a 4, so we'll add it to the pool. So right now we've got 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 1 5, and 2 6s. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, now we're going to go ahead and get into casting. The first thing we're going to cast is Choking Tendrils. Let's cast Choking Tendrils on the Concussors. I want to try to do some damage on
And this
them.
comes from the Thaumaturge.
The Thaumaturge. That's a 5. So it fails, I believe.
Excellent.
Okay, and now we're going to cast Bolt of Tzeentch.
Sure.
And the Bolt of Tzeentch is also going to go onto them. Okay, that is a 9.
9. Let's go ahead and try and deny this one with my dragon.
Okay.
Because he has a reroll. So let's try, and then let's reroll. Hup. You got it.
Okay, into the Concussors, 2 Mortal Wounds. We're going to do Tzeentch's Firestorm right here.
Yep. And this is Kairos's. Oh no.
It fails.
Come on, Kairos.
Come on! Okay, we're gonna do something else.
Sure. Gonna have to.
So now we're gonna cast Infernal Gateway. This is the one off of his War Scroll. All right, I'm gonna use a 4 and a 6 with my Destiny dice.
Okay. Well, I might as well try.
Okay.
Oh, you got it.
That was close though, that was a 10. Okay, so this is 9 dice.
Mortals on 3s?
Mortals on 3s. Mortals on 3s. 9 mortal wounds.
Oh lord.
Into the
3,
Secretors.
6, 9. 6 up saves. I got 1 ward.
Okay.
Remove the squad. Yeah, they stood there. They got shot at. They died. They did great.
Okay, he's got 1 more cast. can't do any damage because he would need the Umbral Spell Portal. He only has one more cast. So he's going to do a Mystic Shield on himself. On a 9.
Last one. That's also a 9, so you got it.
Okay, I'll give him Mystic Shield. The last guy is the Change Caster, or the Flux Master.
Okay.
The Flux Master is just going to cast an Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
It goes off on a 5. Are you in range to unbind? Do you have any unbinds left?
Nope.
Okay.
I used all my unbinds.
I'm going to take it. So I'm up to 16 fate points. And he's got an Arcane Bolt that I'll forget to use, like the one from last battle round. But we're good. So we're going to go ahead and get into movement, I believe. So we'll be right back to show you what I did.
David's completed his movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
The pink horrors are just standing on that objective. I made them so they're really far away from the concussors. And then I ran the Carrick Acolytes to make a huge screen. The Prime is coming down next turn, so what I've done is just stretched everything out so it's really hard for Michael to get in with the Prime. And then over on the back objectives, I've put Carrick Acolytes with the Flux Master in a bubble so the Flux Master can't get charged by the Prime. And then I did the same thing over here with my General. I used Tunnel Master. I moved him over there, and I've got just a bunch of bodies keeping my Thermaturge safe. He can't be targeted by shooting, and he can't be charged because he's in the middle of a bunch of units. So that's it. Aside from one more thing, you got Spawny in the middle of the table, just blocking one of those charge routes, doing a great job. And that's it. So we can go ahead and get onto the hero cam and score me up.
David has completed his turn. David, how'd you score?
Scored 5 points.
Yep.
Eye for an eye. Hold 1, 2 more. And yeah, so we're looking pretty good. We're gonna get into your turn. What are you gonna do for your battle tactic match?
I'm going to desecrate their lands now. David's over here. And we're gonna hit this one right here.
Okay, perfect. Yep, we've measured that meticulously. There's a couple things that can drop down right there, so that's good. How about heroic actions?
Heroic actions. I guess I'll get a command point that I don't need.
Okay.
With my General. He doesn't get it.
Okay, we're gonna try to do heroic recovery on the Thermaturge. He's good.
Okay.
He's bravery 8. He heals 2, so he suffered 1.
Nice. Let's cast.
Okay.
Let's try Comet's Call with the Slan.
Okay, with the Slan, D6 units.
Let's roll for the 6.
Nice. We'll be up to 7 fate points. Okay, starting with the General, let's do some mortals.
Hoop.
Okay.
2. Spawn.
Okay.
Another 2 on the Spawn. Acolytes on your home point.
Okay.
2.
Shrug 1, take 1.
Flux Master.
Okay.
3 on the Flux Master.
Okay, he takes it.
Acolytes, the long string of them. 3.
Okay, 3 go down.
And then last one's Karos for 2.
Okay. Good spell.
That's a lot. That's a lot of mortals. Let's go ahead and put Mystic Shield on my General.
Okay.
Goes off.
Okay, he's still got the button, so we're good.
And then he has nothing else that he can cast. Let's go ahead and try and bring down the Everblaze comment with the General.
Okay.
Here we go. That's a 9.
Okay.
Keep it. You go ahead with your +2.
Oh, goes off.
Yes.
Michael has placed the Everblaze comment just behind this terrain feature here. It's going to hit all of these units. So let's start with Spawny.
Spawny, get out of my way. He takes 1.
He takes 1. Okay.
He's still stuck in my way.
Okay.
Acolytes.
Acolytes. D3.
Wait, did I do it? Does it not activate on a 1? Or is 1 just...
1 is 1 more.
1 is 1, and then this is D3. Okay, so 1.
Okay, I take it.
Karos takes D3 for 2.
Okay.
The Wounded Acolyte Squad. D6
Yep.
for 3.
Okay, they take 3.
The Flux Master
D3.
takes 2.
Okay.
He's got 1 wound left or something.
He's got 1 wound left.
And then the Acolytes in the very back D3.
You rolled a 1, right?
It was a 2.
Okay. D3.
So 2.
Okay. It's a good spell.
It's a good spell. We just did a bucket load of mortals. So we got more fate points.
Yeah, I got 3 more fate points, so I'm up to 9.
So let's go ahead and move into movement, and we'll show you what we did.
All right. We're back from the movement phase. Tell me what you did, Michael, starting with your sequitors.
The sequitors, they moved and ran. We couldn't get enough on the point, but we're standing there. The dragon moved his 12 inches. He's too far away to make any charges, but he has a nice shooting attack. The prime dropped down. He's going to punch some acolytes in the face. And then we have some concussors moving on the center. We're going to have an easy charge on the spawn. We're not going to shoot the spawn because we want to steal some extra movement out of making that charge with the spawn. Mm-hmm. And then
over in the corner,
the Salon is thinking about what he did in that corner.
Yep. And then way over here,
there's some hunters.
Yep.
Yeah. They did their redeploy move. They popped over here. We're desecrating those lands, and they're doing a wonderful job. They'll have some pot shots on these screamers right there. And that's it.
All right, let's get set up for Shoestain. Okay, so we're looking at the dragon and the concussors. They're going to shoot first. What are your targets, Michael?
So my dragon is going to shoot at Karos.
Okay.
We're going to all-out attack.
Okay. I will use a command point for all-out defense, and I have Mystic Shield, so I'll be saving on 5s.
Cool. 2s and 2s. Here we go. Oh, drop 2. Dropped another one. Take a 5 up.
I failed it.
It's 2 damage.
Okay, I'll take 2.
We have 2 concussors who are in range of your acolytes. So let's see if we can do some mortals on 4s up.
Okay.
D3 mortals. Take a mortal.
I will. Okay, we're looking at my home objective. The Comet Strike Scepter is going to come down right here.
Yep.
And it's going to hit these 3 units for D3 mortal wounds. Now, he's going to die because he only has 1 wound left. And then you can roll to see how many the acolytes take.
Sure. It doesn't hit the back unit, just the front unit. Hup. 1 more.
Okay, 6. Nope. Go ahead and hand me 1 acolyte, please.
Boop. Hunters are lined up. We're looking at some land sharks there. 4s and 4s, Ren 1.
Okay.
Nailed it. Everything in the land sharks. Here we go.
Ain't bad.
4s again. So 3, 5. And minus 1, 6 up 6.
1 shark goes down and 1 takes a wound.
I hear shark soup. Supposed to be good.
Mm-hmm. Shark fin soup. We're too ethical for that, though, aren't we?
That would be really bad. You shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't eat shark fin soup. Okay.
Especially if it's made out of Tzeentch sharks. That seems like a really bad
Probably
death.
give you a tummy ache.
Okay, let's set up for some charges.
Okay. Michael, before we get into charges, you'll have to forgive me, folks. It's been a while since I've played Disciples of Tzeentch. I don't want Karos to take that damage he took with the missile weapons.
Sure.
So I'm just going to use one of my fate dice to auto-pass it.
Sure.
All right, thanks for letting me retro, Michael. You're the best.
So you're back to 6 wounds.
Back to 6 wounds, yep. So let's go ahead and get into your charges now. Where are you going to start?
Concussors.
Okay.
Hey up. I got a 5.
Okay, 5's good.
The Prime is going to use his ability, the Order of Celestial Fates.
Yep, and he's just going to auto-charge 12. Okay, we're going to Unleash Hell, just because I have the command point to do it. This is going to be 8 attacks, 5s and 3s. All right, high spike. 2 hits.
Okay.
3s. Make a save at -2 saves at -1.
Held them both.
Yes! No!
Saved them both.
All right, it was worth a try. That's how the Prime does it. Okay? Activations?
Activations. We'll start with the Prime.
Okay.
Because I'm not afraid of this one spawn.
Okay. Well, we're looking at him, so fight away.
We're going to all-out attack.
Okay. 2s and 2s on 5 attacks.
Here we go.
Okay. Very good start.
Drop 2.
Okay, 9 damage. We got 6s. Because I have a ward. Okay, so I take 7 damage. Okay, Spawny going in. Let's see if Spawny can kill one guy.
He's got 2d6 attacks.
Oh yeah. I have to find him.
It's going to be funny when I use this all out my last command point at the bottom of the battle round, and I all out defense against a spawn.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Because I'm going to.
Okay, so you're gonna all out defense?
Yeah.
Okay, all of the attacks going into you. That's 10. Okay. 10. I do mortals on 6s, so I mean I could maybe kill something.
Sure.
Oh. Take that, concussors. Make 2 saves.
Huh.
No, we didn't do any damage. What do you know? Okay, he's going to go ahead and get piled in and fight, and I'm going to start piling in some acolytes for the next activation.
David, would you like to pick up the spawn with the 2 wounds?
Nope, I want you to swing with the hammers and see if he dies to mortal wounds.
Okay, so let's go.
9 attacks? No, 12 attacks. 12 attacks, 3s and 3s. He's dead.
He's dead.
Okay, you did only roll 1/6 though. Okay, Carrick Acolytes are going to fight into the prime. I've got 2 Cursed Glaives, and I've got 1 extra attack because one of them's the leader, so this is 4s and 3s. 1 hit, 1 wound, -1 rend.
Saved it.
Okay, and then I have 6 pairs of Cursed Glaives. This is 3s and 3s. Go ahead and make yourself 3 saves, no rend.
Huh.
Okay.
Down 2.
2 damage.
4s.
Yeah, we cut him. Take a damage. I'll give him a wound marker. That's the end of the combat, Michael.
Yep.
I'm going to auto pass the big blob with my last command point because I did unleash hell. It's the bottom of the battle round, and then I'm bravery 5 over here. I lost 2 in the front unit. They're fine. And then I lost 2 in the back unit.
You lost 5 in the front unit.
So I just rolled bravery for the Carrick Acolytes. I rolled a 3 and they lost 5, so 3 are going to run.
There we go.
And then in the back, they lost 2.
Yep.
Okay. And they're good.
Yep.
Okay, great. Bravery 5. Ouch.
Ouch.
Seriously. Jesus. Okay. That is the end of the Stormcast turn. They're pushing forward. I think that was pretty good. Let's go ahead and get on the hero cam and score Michael up. Michael has finished his turn. Michael, how many points?
3 points. We hold 1. We completed our battle tactic, which was desecrate their lands.
Yep.
So that brings us up to 6 points to David's 8.
Yep.
I couldn't quite steal that objective from him. A little bit more movement, a little bit closer, maybe I could have.
Yeah.
But we got a ton of movement. We did a ton of damage. We pinged so many units.
Oh yeah, it was a very productive turn.
Yeah. So we're getting into the roll-off. I really want this one, but David breaks ties. Oh, and he's rolling so many 6s today.
Okay. I have to go.
Yep.
So we will be back for the top of Battle Round 3, Disciples of Tzeentch.
Disciples of Tzeentch have taken the turn. David, you're getting ready to go, but first, what's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is going to be gaining momentum.
Yep. We're going to kill those hunters right here.
Yep, I'm going to kill those hunters right there and hold more objectives than you. That's the plan. So let's go ahead and get into some heroic actions.
Heroic actions, what do you want?
I think I'm actually going to try to heal Karos Fateweaver.
Okay.
Darn it!
Oh, those 6s came back to bite
I need to stop being so good at rolling 6s. Yeah, what are you going to do for your heroic?
you. Heroic willpower? And make the prime a wizard. And that'll give me 5 dispels.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. The first thing I'm going to do is dispel that thing.
Okay.
I need to see if I can use fate dice to do that. All right, so before I try to dispel this, I'm actually going to get myself another destiny dice. It's 2.
Let's see. So it's a 6. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to use my 2 3s out of my destiny dice pool. I'm +1 because of Beacon of Sorcery, so we're going to get rid of it on a 7.
Cool.
All right. Everblaze Comet is gone.
You're gone.
Let's continue casting. Before we do, I'm going to try to get a couple fate points with the dudes, my 2 pink horror units. So 2 more fate points, we're up to 11. Okay, we're going to use Arcane destruction, sacrifice, arcane sacrifice. That's what I was looking for. We're going to do a mortal wound to the pink horrors, and then they shrug it, and then he's going to be plus 9 inches to his casting. Okay, so let's continue with casting. I am going to cast Choking Tendrils on that unit there.
Okay.
Goes off with an 8.
Let's go ahead and try with the Slán.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's a 9.
Oh, no, yeah, because you're plus 1. Okay.
Yep.
And then let's try to do Bolt of Tzeentch, same unit. Okay, that's on a 10.
Oof. Yep. With the Slán. You got it.
Okay.
D6.
6
for
mortal
6.
wounds.
He's done 18 mortal wounds.
12 fate points. Let's do 2 casts with Kairos. Okay, let's do Infernal on the concussors.
Okay.
That's a 9.
All right. Let's try with the dragon since I have the reroll on dragon. 8, 9. Let's try again with the reroll. You got it.
Okay, into the concussors. They're going to take 6 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And they have no ward because they're in the middle of the battlefield. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try Tzeentch's Firestorm on a +1. It fails.
Okay.
Okay, so that is all of my casting. Let's go ahead and get into movement, and we'll be right back to show you what it is.
David, you finished your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on right here.
The pink horrors just walked forward. Michael didn't want to throw a redeploy or come closer to me or anything because their unit is just going to grow as they die. So they're standing there. The Carrick Acolyte stayed in combat just to hold the prime back for a little bit longer. More than anything, I just wanted to be able to shoot him. And then Kairos Fate Weaver moved his 12 inches laterally and summoned a unit of blue horrors in front of him to keep him safe from the concussors. And then we've got 1 unit of Carrick Acolytes standing on the objective and 1 unit of Carrick Acolytes that might try to charge if they need to. Screamers flew over the top of the hunters, did 1 mortal wound with their damage attack called Slashing Fins, and then the blue horrors moved close enough to shoot, the Thermiturs moved close enough to charge, and the pink horrors moved close enough to do some pot shots into the concussors. This is going to be 4s and 3s into the celly. 4 whole hits. Ooh. I'm proud of you boys. 3s. Slightly less proud of you boys for rolling 1s. All right, 2 saves.
3s. Save them.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and move over to the pink horrors. Okay, so the pink horrors are going to shoot into the secretors. This is going to be 34 attacks, 5s and 4s. Let's do it. I don't know, Michael. I think I like these dice, dude. That was a lot of 6s coming out of these dice. Geez. I mean, it doesn't do anything right now, but so that was 25. Let's go ahead and do 9 more.
Yeah, that was 3, 6, 9, 12 out of 25, so half of those. That makes more sense.
That does make a lot more sense. That's what they should do. I was just astonished by how many 6s that was.
Yeah.
4s. Okay, make 7 saves. No rend.
4s. Failed 3, 4 of those. 6s. All right, so 2.5, or 1.5, excuse me.
All right, sorry everybody, I lied. I'm actually going to shoot with the blue horrors first. Michael is going to throw an all-out defense.
For sure. I want my concussors hanging about.
5s and 4s.
And 4s.
5 saves.
2 ups.
Nice. Okay, and then we're going to shoot with the pink horrors.
Okay. 5 in range. One of them is the iridescent.
Yep, so that's 18 attacks. 14, 16, 18. Okay. 5s and 4s. Six more saves, Michael.
Still pretty good.
No, I wanted to do 1 damage. I wanted to do at least 1 damage to him.
You have those acolytes, they can still shoot?
Yes, they can. Let's go look at them. Let's try to do an all-out attack right here, I think. So I'll go down to 1 command point.
Okay.
3s and 3s. Okay, make 4 saves at -1. You're on 3s.
Did these guys have just alt?
Oh, they don't. Never mind. 4
so
saves.
still 2s.
Oh, I needed just all sorcery. I would have done 3 damage right there.
I'm getting a feel for how the save rolls work. I'm guessing you're going to do about 6 to 7 wounds.
5s? Oh, not with that roll. Five saves.
I mean, still, 4s. You're dead.
Okay, we got him.
Battle tactic complete.
Yes. Let's go ahead and charge with some pink horrors. We'll go look at that.
The squibbling, crazed pink horrors charging in the sequitors.
6? 6 is good.
6 is good. 6 hits.
6 hits.
Yeah.
I guess I'll fight with the Carrick Acolytes first because they're not indestructible like the pinks are. So let's do that.
At the top of combat, the sequitors are going to get a 5-up ward.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, 3 attacks with the 2 special weapons. 4s and 3s.
Okay.
2 heats. 3s. 2 wounds -1 into your prime.
Let's see. 2 at -1. 4s. Fail them both.
4 damage.
4s. 1 damage.
I cut you. Now we've got 6 attacks with the other guys. No rend, but 3s and 3s. Oh, good job, guys. 3s. 1 save, no rend.
3 up. Failed it. Saved it.
Okay, good stuff. I didn't expect to do any damage, so that was fun. Celestin Prime gets to fight now.
And we're going to all-out attack.
Okay.
So we have 5 attacks, 2s and 2s.
Okay.
Into the pinks. We dropped 1. Dropped another 1, so that's 3 at rend 3.
9 damage. 6s. Shrug none. So, oh, shrug 1. So 8 go down. We're going to turn those into 16 blue horrors. All right, the Tzeentch dudes have gotten buffer.
Mm-hmm.
And
more
now,
attacks, more bodies on the point. A little bit easier for me to deal with next turn.
Yes. I'm just going to pile in and we'll fight them now.
Okay.
All right, 4s and 4s going into the sequitors. Make 4 saves.
4s and 5s. So the shield goes down and then we'll wound a great hammer.
Okay, and you get to explode. First time so far this game.
2 explosions. Take a more.
Okay? 7 slappers into the Selly Prime.
Mm-hmm.
You get slapped 3 times.
Makes sense.
Slappers do 1 wound to you.
Huh. Save it.
Okay. Okay, let's do some grand hammers.
3s and 3s. Would have been a nice time for exploding 6s.
Yes, that would have been phenomenal.
Okay, take 4 at -1.
8 damage.
Pa 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 pa.
That's the end of the combat phase, man.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and get on the hero cam and score me up. Welcome back. I just finished my turn and I scored 5 mighty points.
Yep.
I did gaining momentum. I killed some hunters.
Yep.
And I hold 3 points.
Perfect.
So the score is 13-6, and we're getting into Michael's turn. Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic?
For battle tactic, we are going to, this one's mine, and we're going to kill a unit with my general, and it's going to be those 5 acolytes right over there. They should go down
like a sack of bricks.
Easy peasy. Let's get into a little bit of let's do heroic actions.
Okay.
Let's get a command point with the general.
Okay.
He does not.
All right. I am going to heal Karos Fateweaver. He's good. Oh, it was a 6, and then it turned into a 1, so he has suffered 5 wounds.
We're going to cast Comet's Call. I actually have, or not Comet's Call. We're going to bring down the Everblaze Comet.
Okay.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
It goes off.
I'm going to auto unbind it.
There you go.
It's battle round 3. Host Arcanum can do that, so auto unbound, no comment.
Now I'm going to do Comet's Call
Okay.
with the Schlan.
Okay. It's an 8.
It's an 8. So he gets D3 units.
Yep.
Let's do D3 units.
3.
Okay, so it's going to be the pinks that are on the point. It's going to be your general and these blues.
Okay, so let's go with the blues first.
Blues, take 1 mortal
Okay, the other blue horror unit.
for 2.
Okay.
And then your general for 3.
Okay.
He suffered 6. He's probably got 8 or 9 wounds.
He has 8.
8 wounds.
So close.
He's going to throw a Mystic Shield on himself just because. It was a 7 plus 1 is an 8.
Okay. I'll give myself a. And for Comet's Call, so we're up to 4. Okay.
That is it for casting.
Okay.
So we can get into movement. We have a quick movement, and then we'll show you what we did.
All right. Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did. Let's start with the Slon, actually.
The Schlan hovered forward.
Yep. He's guarding the Nidus path, just so you guys know. And he
That's what
is
he's
still
doing.
within 18.
And then the general moved up so that he can do his pop shots, and then he's going to fight into all of the little squibblies.
Mm-hmm.
The Celestin Prime stood bravely where he is, smiting the foes of Sigmar.
Mm-hmm. Sequitors, same thing.
Sequitors still on point, and then the concussors are going to go concuss all of David's army. I'm not a huge fan of running directly at his face, but I kind of need to.
Yep, got to gain some ground and score some points.
That's right.
Okay, Selly Prime is going to do Comet Strike Scepter right here, hit both of my units. Let's start with the Acolytes.
Acolytes are going to take 3.
Okay, and then on 6s. Oh, that was a 6, and then it rolled to a 4. 3 go down.
And then on the blues, 1.
Okay, the dragon's going to shoot at some Acolytes.
Now, I know this is silly, but it's for the battle tactic, and I can't afford to miss it.
Okay.
So, all out attack.
Roll 2 dice,
Why?
because you forgot to generate your command points with your Swan.
Hey, thanks you, David.
Okay, you
I
didn't
get
get
nothing.
any. It's because you forgot.
That's because I forgot.
Okay.
So 4 attacks, 2s and 2s at the Acolytes.
Okay.
See? It's a good thing I all
Yeah.
attack, right?
Yeah.
See? 2s hit. 2s hit.
Oh, no! You hate to see it. Triple ones.
That's going to be a failed battle tactic.
That is, but that's okay, fear not. Michael has more up his sleeve. Let's go look at the concussors.
Everything in Kairos from the concussors. D3 mortals. 1 mortal.
Okay, I'll give him a wound.
Charging with the concussors. Hup.
7's good.
7 is good.
Charge with the dragon. Call me dragon.
I got a 5. I will take a 5.
It's
still
You're like,
poopy.
I'm going to test my luck. If I roll 1s on 3 dice, I definitely don't want to re-roll a charge on 2 dice.
Let's do monstrous actions.
Let's do it. What is the start rate going to do to my horrors that can't issue commands to themselves? Might as
I
well
think
just stomp me.
We're just going to stomp. Huh.
Okay.
For 3. Prime first.
Okay, activating with the prime.
Right. 5 attacks.
Is everything going into the horrors?
Everything's in the horrors.
Okay.
All out attack with the prime into the pinks. Okay, drop 1.
That was
Good.
a very good all attack.
Very good all
Yeah.
attack. Okay, so there's 12 damage.
Okay, that is going to turn the rest of the squad into brimstones. Okay, I'm going to fight with the brimstones into the sequitors. This is 26 attacks, 4s and 4s. Make 9 saves, no rend.
9, 4-up saves. Here we go. I rolled very poorly. 2, 4, 6 failed, and then 5s. So I take 3 damage, so 2 guys die.
Okay, they explode.
6 is back at you. Take 2 mortals. Let's fight with that 1 Sequitur Prime. Here we go. 1 hit. 1 wound, rend 1.
I don't know why I'm rolling a dice.
2 damage.
1 brim, 2 brims go down. 16 slappy hands going into you. 8 from the brims and 8 from the blues. Here we go.
Seem fine. Back on 4s again.
Make 3 saves, no rend.
3 3-ups. Save them all.
Very nice.
All right, now I will finally fight into those blues.
Okay.
9 hammer attacks. Minus 1 to hit because of Locust of Distractiness, or whatever it's called.
Locust of Fury.
Locust of Fury. So these are, here's 2 mortals, everything else is on 4s. Here we go. So 3 at -2 and 2 mortals.
Okay. 3 at -2, so that's 8 damage total.
Okay. The hungry hippos are going to swing with their paws.
Okay.
9 attacks. 3s and 3s. Or 4s and 3s again. Ooh, it's a good hit roll.
It's a very good hit roll.
And so 5 at -2, so 10 more damage.
Just enough to get the squad.
Ha-cha!
I've got the leader with his 2 awesome attacks, 4s and 3s into the prime. 1 wound. Oh, I am going to pile onto the objective, sorry. Oh, I'm already on the objective. 2 damage.
Saved it.
Okay, and then 2 attacks, 3s and 3s. Make 2 saves.
Saved
it. Nice.
All right, the dragon is going to go eat some brims.
Okay.
Cavanish Jaws. 3 attacks. We just have to be 2-ups, right?
Yep.
That's 3.
Okay. Here, I'll even do this for you.
The ones in the center?
I'll break my coherency for you.
'Cause that's what I would do.
There you go.
3 hammer attacks, 3s and 2s. 1 hit. 1 wound. Rend 2, 2 damage.
Okay.
D6 sweeping tail attacks. 4 attacks with the sweeping tail. 3s, 3s, rend 1. And 3s. So that's 3 at rend 1.
Okay, go through.
2 damage apiece.
2, 4, 6. Okay.
4 attacks with the great claws. 3 hits. 2 wounds.
Dead squad.
Hey, we did it.
Woohoo! You killed a bunch of horrors, man. Well, that's the end of the combat.
Yep.
So let's get on the hero cam and score you up. We're back from Michael's turn. How many points did you score?
Oh, only 2 points, guys. I hold 1, I hold 2, I don't hold more, and I failed my battle tactic. That was a 1 in 216 chance to roll triple 1s.
Yep. Yep.
But it is going to happen. It is a dice game.
Yep. So the score is 8-13, and we're getting into another roll-off. It's always exciting around here. Let's see what happens.
I'm so nervous. Oh, he breaks ties. You have to. If he lets me have it, I can win. So he's going to have to. You don't get to complain anymore about dice or about roll-offs.
I've won 3. Yeah, I've won more roll-offs in this game than in the last 3 games. So we'll be back for the top of Battle Round 4. Tzeentch. We are back for the top of Battle Round 4.
Yep.
I won the roll-off, so I'm going to go. My battle tactic is going to be cast 3 spells with Kairos. It's not great, but it's a battle tactic.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's the best way to describe it. Yeah.
A-okay.
Yep. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's go ahead and try to get I am going to get another Destiny dice. It's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll do heroic recovery on this bad Mamma Jamma right here.
The general.
Like him to survive for 1 more turn.
That'd be good.
Nope. He gonna die.
Okay, let's get a command point with my general.
Okay.
4 up. He does not. I am going to spend a command point.
Okay.
To rally. I know this is risky, but I need a concussor.
Hey, but 6 wounds is 6 wounds, man.
Nope.
Okay, nice try. I dropped a dice on the floor and it was a 6.
Oh, that was my dice.
No. Okay. Let's try to get a fate point with the pink horrors. We get it?
Nice.
So let's go ahead and do some casting with the Thaumaturge. This is going to be choking tendrils for the heal. That one fails.
Okay.
And then he's going to try to do Bolt of Tzeentch. And that one goes off
Okay.
with an 8. Okay, D6 mortals for 5.
Goodness, David. How many mortals has he done this turn? In this game? 18, 19,
22,
20,
23.
23?
23. Okay.
So I take 4. That guy has 1 wound left.
Nope, he suffered 2.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead. Okay. Successful spell, bringing me up to 6 fate points. All right, Kairos Fate Weaver is going to go ahead and do his thing.
Yep.
He's going to do Infernal Gateway. That's a 13.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord of Change ability. 9 dice on the concussors. 8 mortal wounds.
Okay. 4, 8. Okay. Another one dead. And then 2 wounds there. I have a feeling these concussors are not long for this world. We're down to 1.
Tzeentch's Firestorm
Sure.
is the next one. It goes off on a 13.
Jeez. Get out,
3,
David.
6, 9. 6s. 2d3 mortal wounds. 4 mortal wounds.
He's dead.
Okay?
You got him.
Okay, and then I'm going to use 2 fate dice. I'll do 2 fate dice and cast Mystic Shield on myself on a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Denied.
Oh, I missed my battle tactic. I was trying, guys. I was trying. I didn't think I was going to get that one.
Thank you, Slán.
The freaking Slán just hanging out in the back is like, what's that?
What's that?
Your battle tactic? Okay, so I'm up to 8 fate points. I think that's it.
Sure.
Yeah, it felt good to just murk those concussors. I don't know if that's going to help me score, but I mean, that's one less threat. So let's go ahead and get into movement, and we'll be right back to show you what I did.
Tzeentch have completed their movement phase. David, walk us through what you got going on over here.
The Screamers and all the Acolytes are standing on that objective, and I'm purposely outside of 24 of the Prime, so he can't just auto-charge me once he gets out of combat. Kairos Fate Weaver is hiding in the back corner of the battlefield in front of the Nidus Path, so he doesn't take shooting damage and just keeps the Slán from porting onto my objective late game. And then we've got 10 pink horrors, 10 blue horrors, and my general, who is very wounded but still alive for right now, just holding down that objective there. So that's it. We're going to fight with 2 Carrick Acolytes after we shoot with them, and then we'll go ahead and let the Prime kill him, and we'll get into Michael's turn. So let's set it up. Felt so good to just tap those concussors with mortal wounds, dude.
Oh, they just
so many mortal wounds.
just went down
8,
like chumps.
5, plus another 4. I did 17 mortal wounds.
Yeah. Like that's what your army's supposed to do, right? Just dunk mortal wounds.
Yeah, and you even said it. You're like, I don't feel good about this.
No, but there's no. What else am I supposed to do with them? Stand off the point? Like
not have a war
and not do anything?
Okay, we've got 2 sorceress bolts, Michael. Into your face.
Sure.
Okay. They both hit.
Okay.
1 wounds, no rends.
Saved it.
Okay, that was fun.
Sure.
Now I'm gonna fight you.
Yep.
No monstrous actions, no charges. Let's go, baby. This is the leader. 4s and 3s. 3s. Oh! I rolled double 6s twice, and you just save them both? That's messed up.
Casually.
You had a 4 and a 3? Or a 4 and a 6?
I don't know.
Okay. If you rolled a 3, you would have taken 2 damage. Who cares? 3s and 3s. Okay. Now you can kill me. You have to roll it out, though. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not even all out attacking.
Oh, no. Okay. It goes through. 3 damage.
6 damage?
6s.
6 damage?
2 went through?
Yeah. 3 and a 2.
Oh, shit.
6 damage.
They're dead anyway.
They're super dead. I'm really good at killing 2 acolytes. I'm very confident in my abilities in that.
Yeah, you couldn't possibly roll triple ones twice, right? So it's
happen.
like, I got this. All right, that was super fast. You guys, I'm not engaging here because we're thinking long game and I've got a little points lead, so let's get on the hero cam and talk about it.
Disciples of Tzeentch have completed their turn. David, how did you score?
2 points.
Dos points. Dos points is
I
good.
couldn't get a battle tactic because the Salon decided to roll a 9 on dice and unbound me from the other corner of the battlefield.
Casually unbound.
Yeah, I even used Fate dice, and he's like, pfft. Anyway,
Anywho.
not salty at all. 2 points.
Yep.
So the score is 15-8, and we're getting into Stormcast Eternal's turn. What are you going to do for your battle tactic?
So I'm going to call out one that's not achievable. David moved out of threat range of pretty much everything, so I can't gain a momentum, but I might be able to next turn.
Yep.
I can't matter of honor, but I might be able to next turn. So I'm going to do lead the assault, which is a Galatian Champions 1, unachievable.
Okay, sounds good. And then let's do heroic actions. What are you going to do?
Let's get a command point with the general.
Okay. Heroic recovery. Failed.
And then
Goodbye, Thaumaturge.
let's rally some sequitors.
Okay.
We got a sequitur.
Nice.
Not
Hand me a grand hammer, sir.
not super needed, but
But fun.
but fun.
It's always fun to get more models on the objective.
Let's go ahead and cast.
Okay.
Let's start with Comet's Call from the Salon. Can you measure and see if I'm within 18 of him? So only +1, not +2.
Okay. It still goes
still
off on a
10.
10, and it still hits my whole army. I am up to 9 fate points, though, so that's fun.
D6. I get 4.
Okay.
So let's do Karos, your general, the land sharks, and the bigger unit of acolytes.
Okay, sounds good.
Karos, 3.
3? Ugh.
The large units of acolytes for 2.
Okay, 2 go down.
Land sharks, take 3.
Okay, 1 goes down. Ouch.
And then the general for 3.
Okay, he dead.
He did. We're killing stuff, but it's not going to matter.
Thaumaturge.
Let's go ahead and bring down the Everblaze Comet from the general.
Okay. Okay, comes out.
Aggressively.
And I'm up to 10 fate points. Let's measure, because he's super far away.
So we brought down the Everblaze Comet. It's on this back point right here.
It's going to hit everything.
So let's do the land shark.
Okay,
Hook.
D3.
D3. For 1.
He's on a wound.
And then the acolytes, the big squad,
That's D3.
for 1.
Saved it.
And then on the little squad, for 1.
Saved it.
And then Karos,
D3.
for 2.
Okay.
That's it for hero.
Let's get into movement.
Let's do it.
Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Salon.
The Salon hovered back to the corner. He's going to block the Nidus path. The Sequitors moved on to the point. They don't really have any reason to go anywhere, but they're on the point.
Okay.
The Dragon moved his full 12 forward. He's going to do his shooting attack. The Prime moved his full 12 forward. He can't charge anyone, but he is also going to do his shooting attack.
Okay.
So let's line up on the Prime for his Comet Strike Scepter.
Beautiful. I just want to note that I'm also standing in the corner. So 2 powerful wizards staring at each other from opposite corners of the battlefield, just as it should be. So let's get set up for the scepter. Michael's going to use the Comet Strike Scepter. It's going to go right here and hit everything. The land shark dies because he only has 1 wound left. And let's see what happens to the Arcanites.
Big squad takes 3 mortals.
Okay.
Little squad takes 2 mortals.
Okay. Michael has a Rain of Stars attack. It's going to shoot my big squad.
All attack. Hit on 2s, wound on 2s. 2 hits. Come on, you knucklehead. 1 wound.
Goes through.
It's 2 damage.
6s. Shrug 1. 1 guy goes down.
That's it. We are too far to charge anything, so we can get back onto hero and score it up.
Okay. We are back from Michael's turn. Michael, how many points?
Only 2 points. Hold 1, hold 2. No battle tactic. I feel like we've failed more battle tactics this game than any game in a long time. So 2 points. That puts me to 10 to David's
15.
15.
Yep.
So we're quite in a hole here. Let's just win the double turn.
And then we can figure out if you can win at that point, right?
That's right.
All right, let's do it.
That's a 3.
That's a 4.
Oh!
Well, with that being said, I don't need to get any battle tactics, I don't think.
Nope.
I would just hold 1, 2, complete my grand strategy over here, and maybe try to kill the Selly Prime, I think, is what I would do.
Sure.
So we're going to snap off. We'll do a little bit of math hammer, and we'll be back to let you know the final score.
All right, Wargamers, we're here for the wrap-up. We're going to let you know how it all shook out. With David winning that roll-off, what's the final score?
I scored 2 points on the final turn because I couldn't complete a battle tactic, and then I just automatically completed my grand strategy because I had enough destiny dice in the pool to equal 9. So I got 5 more points, so I finished with 20. I put Michael in a tough spot because he had 10 points.
Yep.
So even if he were to get hold 1, 2 more, complete his battle tactic and his grand strategy, that would have got him 8 points.
Yep.
So his final score would have been 18. So the final score was 18 to 20 Disciples of Tzeentch, and I had to work for it. Every turn I had to endure that roll off.
Yep.
And some other stuff happened. So let's get into the wrap up and talk about it. If you're still with us, thank you so much for watching this channel. We really hope that you're enjoying this quality AOS content that we're bringing, and we really appreciate all of our subscribers and members. You are the ones that are helping the gears turn for this thing, so much appreciated. Michael, let's talk about the Bunker Buster list. What did you think?
It's so strong.
Yes.
It's so strong.
When it does its thing, it's so much damage. I'm just
like this is a hard matchup for it because you can shut me down.
Yeah.
And shut down a lot of my damage output pretty consistently, and it's still just cranked.
Yeah.
I think it scores well, and I think it has good mobility. Its damage output is really high.
Yes.
As far as like a Stormcast list today in this season, this one's one of the stronger ones I've played in a long time.
It's amazing. I really enjoyed the way that you played it. You kept your salon absolutely safe the entire time. Up until the Star Drake had to go in and start getting some work done, you were within 18. You were getting Comet's Call off for the whole game, which did a fair amount of damage. My Thaumaturge finally went down in the bottom of 4.
Sure. Just to chip damage the whole game.
Yeah, and it's, you just constantly have the boot on your neck when you're playing against this army because it just has so many ways to reach out and touch. Extremely lucky winning every roll-off. I think at any point from Battle Round 3 on, if you would have just won a roll-off, I think that you would have clinched it, and there were a couple other unfortunate things that happened as well.
Sure, it's going to happen, but triple ones is going to happen.
Yeah, triple ones to miss a battle tactic on the Star Drake was, I mean, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah, what are you do?
So MVPs, LVPs, Slan MVP?
Oh yeah, he did everything that he was supposed to do.
Right?
I mean, half the time you forgot to generate his command points for you, and you still never ran out of command points, and he got his spells off hard.
This army has so many command points.
He made me miss a battle tactic?
That was
On a 10,
so clutch.
He rolled a 9 on dice and was +1, and I had used Destiny dice to make it a 9. I was like, go ahead, try to unbind it, and he did, so that was rough.
The Prime's great. I mean, the Dragon did well. His shooting obviously had times where it was good, had times that it was bad. The concussor struggled to get to anything. I did feel that it was the right move to move into you on that turn, say right before they died, because winning the roll off, we would just ran right through you. That would be the game.
And that was the funny thing about this game is that pressure was there for the entire game. Like, I'm like, okay, I won the roll-off, so I can summon another screen. At any point, if Michael would have won a roll-off, though, he would have just punched right through everything, especially when the concussors went on to my home points.
Yeah.
He would have just smashed through the blues, killed all the acolytes, and killed Karos Fateweaver, and he still almost did, man. You had him 11 wounds suffered, and I literally was hiding in the corner of the battlefield so you couldn't shoot him. It was embarrassing.
Well, and you had to recover him multiple times, like.
And I failed one of those.
Yep.
I failed heroic recovery 2 out of 3 times on my Thaumaturge because he's bravery 8, and I just couldn't roll anything under a 9 or 10 or 11 for the game.
That comment when it comes out just slaps.
The comment is amazing. I love it. I was sleeping on it a little bit because I was like, well, it procs once and then it just sits there. But into me, it's like, well, I don't really have a whole lot of ward saves, and also it debuffs my casting, so it kind of forces me to try to deal with it. Yeah, it's a wonderful list. So MVP and LVP, dude, tell me. You got to tell me.
MVP Slan.
Yep.
Being able to unbind anywhere on the table against you, wildly strong.
Yes.
LVP, it's the dragon.
Yeah.
He failed the battle tactic. If we won that battle tactic, we could have tied the game. Then it would have gone to battle tactics complete. And
We
it would have
both
got
scored 3.
Yeah, it was.
So it would have been a good old draw. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
no, because
I
you would have gotten
scored
the other
4.
battle tactic.
Yeah, so it would have been a
You
minor
would've won.
victory.
Yeah, you would have gotten a minor victory. Yeah, so the stars aligned for me today. It feels good to take a dub against a list like this, but I mean, if you watch the whole battle report, you know that a lot of shit went my way, right? A lot of shit went my way. I'm going to say that the Burning Sigil of Tzeentch is a total liability because I gave you 2 battle tactics with that stupid thing because of those spawns that were coming out, and I was like, yay, I'm going to get another 100 points on the board, but yeah, so I can't give LVP to an endless spell, though. Let's give LVP to
the Fluxmaster.
The Fluxmaster. He was awful.
He did nothing.
I just don't know how to play him. I tried to get the spell portal off in the first battle round so I could then throw his spell out that casts on an 8 and does mortal wounds and gets me fate points. It failed, and then because of Michael's ranged threat, I just ran away like a wuss. And then I bubbled him up and he just died to mortal wounds.
Yeah.
He was literally in the middle of a bunch of other units and couldn't be targeted by melee, and he still just died. So yeah, LVP. I'm gonna give MVP to the Thaumaturge because he was chunky.
Ooh.
He did 17 mortal wounds on 3 casts. Did so much damage. At 27-inch spell casting to do 1 mortal wound is such a great trade-off. I love it.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've taken an Arcanite as a general. I usually take a Lord of Change who can reroll cast, dispel, and unbind rolls. Yeah, Host Arcanum, great sub-faction. Being able to auto-deny the Comet twice was very helpful. And yeah, so he gets MVP. The rest of the army functioned nicely. I might toy around with changing the composition with the Arcanites a little bit. I don't know if it's too many Arcanites or if I need to push a unit together or what. But yeah, all in all, pretty good list. Pretty good list.
I had a wonderful time. It's nice to have a really close game that goes all the way.
Yeah.
So this is something that I would kind of expect to see, this kind of difficulty level at, say, like a GT.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this list could go all the way with a really good player, and I'm looking forward to practicing with Tzeentch a little bit more because I think they're a really fun, interesting army to watch on camera too, just because of all of their shenanigans. So yeah. Anyway, that's probably about it for this battle report. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're going to re-rack and play a similar Tzeentch list versus Night Haunt, which is going to be really exciting, and they are going to be the ones debuffing me in the next one.
That's the plan.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in. We'll see all of you for the next battle report.
See you next week.